Hi YouTube, this is going to be a knife review on the Spyderco Endura 4 full flat ground variety. Um, so I have two examples to show you. First one is going to be the one that I've had for about 2 years now. Oh, sorry, I bumped the tripod. I've had this for about 2 years now. One of the first knives I bought. I've carried it and loved it forever, like since I got it. Carried a few other knives obviously too, but this one's the most carried. So I really love this knife, first off. So let's get the specs out of the way first. So first it has just shy of 4-inch blade, and it has about just shy of 5-inch handle. So about 9 inches overall. Let's just check that out. Alright, so about a little over 8.5. So 8 3/4, I think. So it has about an 8 3/4 inch overall, about a 5-inch handle, about a 4-inch blade, a little under. So it's a pretty big knife. It's a larger knife. It has VG10 steel, which is a really nice steel. This thing has really good rust resistance. I haven't noticed really anything. My friend had one in purple, and it did show a little bit of rust, but he never oiled it or anything, so it was just sat in humidity and stuff. So it did show a little bit of specking there, but nothing you really have to worry about. This stuff is really good stuff. Holds an edge good. This one needs touched up a little bit, but here I did some file work on the back. Got the zip tie mod, and obviously I can take that off. But yeah, it's a really nice knife. I really put this one through the ringer. You can see all the scuffs on it and everything. I really use this knife hard, and the tip is good still. Now the tip doesn't really have good precision on it, but it's good enough for what I need it for. It's not very sharp, but it's sharp enough to penetrate. And it's strong enough to where it's not going to snap off. So I've thrown this thing, I've done so much with this thing. I've baton through little pieces of logs, or whatever you want to call them, sticks I guess, probably about this thick. I just hit it through and just did some testing stuff on it, just to really see what the limits are of it, and I haven't found many limits at all to it. Obviously it's not ideal for batoning, but it didn't fail. It did not fail once. The only thing is, it does have a little bit of up and down play, and also a little bit of side to side, but that's because the side to side, a little bit, is because I don't have any washers in here. There's no washers in here because I went to take it apart. Probably about a year ago I went and taken it apart, and I used the wrong size Torx on these two screws and stripped both of these screws out. So I cannot take this fully apart, and I already had the blade out and I couldn't get the washers back in. So it's been riding on no washers for about a year, and it still is awesome. Still really quick. So the pocket clip has a little burnt finish on it, or whatever you want to call it. You can see a little bit of the chrome. I just heated it up to get that blackened look to it, because the paint wears off really easy on these pocket clips. Yeah, but I also threw this knife into trees, like just messing around out in the woods, and I broke this pivot screw. The head just broke off, and I just emailed Spyderco, and within about 2 weeks they sent me one out, and I got it and put it on. It was fine. They actually sent me the front piece, which I needed, the screw, and then they sent me the female portion of the screw too. So that's really nice of them. You can see here I put in endura really crudely on the blade here with my engraver, just to test my engraver out. This kind of is the test knife. That's why the file works on this one too, because I tested it out on this knife. But yeah, I really love this knife. I carry it all the time. It's just a really awesome knife. If you're on the fence about it, I would say buy one, two maybe even. It's just a great knife. So that is the first one. That's the one that's heavily used, and you can see the wear. It wears pretty good. And that has been heavily used a lot. Oh, let me show you the handle too. The handle does not have very much wear on it at all. It does have a little bit of wear here and a little bit of wear right there, if I can get it to focus. Focus. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. See if I can get this thing to focus. Right there. Has a little bit of wear there. But besides that, not really anything. Oh, there's a little bit there. I'm dropping it probably. But yeah, it's pretty good stuff. And this handle is really strong and really grippy also. And nice jimping up top. I forgot to mention that. So let me show you the orange one over here. Now, the color is really nice on these. The camera doesn't do it justice, especially the orange. This looks kind of like, oh well, now it looks decent, but it's still not as, see, my camera can barely pick it up. Kind of looks yellowish orange on here, but it's a really bright neon orange. This one's really nice. It's brand new. I've never used it. I've never carried it, as you can tell from the pocket clip, because the pocket clips, that's what it's going to look like when you get it. The orange one's really, really nice, and I really love it. It's brand new. You can feel the difference in it. It's a lot tighter. But the only thing I wish they did on the orange one is made it a black blade with the black screws. I think that would look really, really good, especially with the black pocket clip here. But yeah, they have a bunch of different colors. I know they have gray, brown, green, purple, blue, and orange. And then they have the regular Enduras with the saber grind, the Endura 4s, which I've never had one, which I want to get one because I really love the Enduras. So I'll have to get one of those, but I'm sure they're good. So if you don't like the full flat ground, you can get the saber grind. I actually really enjoy the full flat ground. But I'm not really, I'll take really any grind as long as it cuts good. Yeah, so that's my knife review on the Endura 4. This is my first knife review I've ever done, so I would like to hear some feedback from people who watch my video. What I should do different next time maybe in my knife review. If I didn't give enough details or anything. Any friendly criticism is greatly appreciated. So I'll be doing a lot more reviews in the future of knives, gear, flashlights. I guess that's gear, but knives, flashlights, gear, prepping stuff. Just a lot of cool stuff that I have planned to make videos for in the future. So if you like the knife review and want to see more, please subscribe and stay tuned. Thanks a lot, guys. More videos to come in the future. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.